All right, here we go. Good morning, trade pros. Welcome to our morning market update for Friday, May 24th of 2019. This is George Papsov of Trade Pro Academy. Really exciting day ahead of us today. It's the last day of the week. We're heading into a long weekend. We'll talk about that in a moment. And we have a visitor today as well, which is super exciting. Azalea's husband's in. Usually trades with us in the morning in the room, but he's in person. We're happy to have him. Welcome. I would turn the camera and let him say hi, but every time I turn it, the cable in the back disconnects. So believe me, he's here. Morning market fun fact: the S&P 500 energy sector posted its worst day of the year yesterday, with crude oil falling 5.7%. All right, huge slide in crude oil yesterday. A lot of opportunity for our traders. Our room was predominantly green. We had one of our best days so far this month on the back of crude oil. A lot of opportunity, and I think today we see a little bit more volatility as well. Not as much as yesterday, but we are going to be in for a volatile period. Energy stocks are still up 6.5% for the year, but now down 21% in the past 12 months, in the past year. So interesting stuff going on in the energy complex you need to follow. Today is the last day of the trading week, and also Monday is closed for Memorial Day in the United States. Futures are still open until 1 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. However, futures are going to have low volume, low volatility. Most professional traders, all professional traders, will be with their family doing some fun stuff and away from the market. And so I got to caution you guys, even though the futures market's open on Monday and you're going to be off for the holiday, if you're in the U.S., this isn't the day to be Hercules. It's not the day to go out and try yourself at day trading. You want to be trading with the market of professionals, and those people are going to be gone on the Monday. So Monday is a holiday for us. The trading room will be closed down, and also we'll have a morning market. We won't have a morning market update, but we'll do something as a live stream or some kind of update. And we may even do a morning market update. Why not? If there's any big news over the weekend, we'll summarize it for you. All right. Moving on to Theresa May. She announced yesterday she's going to resign on June 7th, the day after my birthday. Pretty neat. She didn't call me to ask. She's taking away my spotlight, and she didn't call. Theresa, I need you to call next time. But she said the process for electing a new leader will begin next week. And this is her statement verbatim. It is and will always remain a matter of deep regret to me that I have not been able to deliver Brexit. And she added that successor to her should seek a way forward that honors the result of the Brexit referendum. And on that news, the pound is up 0.5% to 127.11. But it could be facing more volatility because at the same time she's exiting, she couldn't get a deal done. But there's never been more uncertainty about this Brexit situation. Who will be the new leader? What will be their approach? Will there be agreement? And this thing could drag on for a very, very long time, as it already has. Today as well, overnight, we had some trade negotiations update. Donald Trump is providing a $16 billion subsidy, or not a subsidy, but really kind of a relief payment to the farmers to offset some of the trade damage that was done. Here's two reasons. I mean, one reason that it's great is some of these farmers who work so hard, incredibly hard. We have one in our own community that's a great trader, an amazing person, and he tells us some of the tales. They work so hard. They put in so much time, energy, sweat, blood, heck, even probably tears in some days to provide food for the nation. And two things these farmers won't like about a handout. Number one is this. Farmers don't want to be paid a relief payment. What they want to do is sell the goods they put so much love and energy into, all right, to grow, to raise, etc. That's really the main operative here. That's what they want. While it's going to come as good news to them, I don't think it's going to be received well by them. All right, these hardworking people, giving them kind of a hand down, it's not going to do. So the second thing that's interesting about this, though, and more interesting, is this a way for Donald Trump to say, hey, look, we are losing part of this trade war in this way. All right, it is hurting us in a certain way. And you better believe President Xi's noticed this, and it will factor into their negotiation when they sit at the table. All right, but that happened yesterday, and I want to give you both sides to it. I don't have an opinion if it's good or bad. I don't judge things. Everything just is. All right, it's up to me sort of to interpret how it's going to make me feel, but I have no judgment on anyone. That's why I don't touch on politics, because my opinion on politics doesn't really matter. Is I don't judge. I just accept. All right. that's the situation with these trade negotiations. Overnight as well, there's a little bit of optimism infused in the stock market when Trump said a deal could be done quickly with China. And he said it would include the Huawei ban. So as a strategy, he slapped the ban on Huawei with an executive order. Now he's saying we could take that off if we negotiate. He's trying to put pressure to get them back to the negotiation table. There are no plans for any future meetings. President Xi said he hasn't really put himself down an agenda. There isn't a next meeting. There's nothing coming up. They will see each other at the next G20 in Japan at the end of June, but there are no meetings scheduled before or after that. So while this news is temporarily bullish, it's more hope than anything, and the markets have caught a bit of a rebound. Right? You got to know this. It's Friday before a long weekend, and when you have a Friday before a long weekend, markets have a bias to close a little bit higher. So today, I would not be surprised to see a rip into the close as a lot of money ramps up the close. It's called the ramp, the closing ramp. The idea here is if you have $1 billion hedge fund, what's throwing a couple more $1 million into it to bid up the futures price so your whole portfolio valuation closes higher. All right, so watch for that closing ramp 3 to 4 p.m. Early on in the morning, I do think we're going to test the downside one more time. You're going to see a little bit of selling. If that selling's on low volume, that's a good long opportunity. If the selling is happening and volume's coming in, we're going to probably try to probe some lows to the downside. We're at the 50% retracement level of yesterday's move. So if you visualize yesterday's whole move, we've come up and wiped out half of the selling overall. Most of it yesterday happened in the European session, and then the latter half of the sell-off was in the U.S. session. So we've pretty much erased all the U.S. losses of yesterday and then some. All right, but the markets are in a bearish or a downward trend at least. It's in a retracement phase to a bull market. The question is, will it hold its support? 2,800 is a key support on the S&P. Below there, the 200-day moving averages will definitely have some buy orders sitting. And below there, we have a ton of stop losses. So we're in for a battle in the next couple of weeks, but I think we get a nice strong close for today. All right, and if volume's heavy to the downside, you race all that and sell rallies. You really have to look at volume as the gas pedal. All right, if you're going to move forward, your foot's got to be on the gas. Today's markets, Japan's down 0.2%, Hong Kong's flat, China's flat, India's up 1.6. In Europe, at midday, London's up 0.7, Paris is up 0.8, Frankfurt's up 0.8. A little bit of relief rally in Europe as well. And in the United States, 0.5% up across the board on Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ. Crude oil's rebounding a little bit, up 1.2%. The pit opened at 58.70, now up to 58.86 at the current moment, just shy of those 90s on this rally higher. And it is happening on some decent volumes. All right. Gold down 0.3%, hanging around its open near these 1282s. Bitcoin up 5% to 79.56, still below the 8,000 level. And on today's docket, no real news. Oil traders at 1 p.m., you have Baker Hughes rig count, and that's it. This morning, we did see durable goods. They came in worse than expected. All right. Transportation, they also missed 0.0 versus 0.1. And capital goods orders slid by 0.9%. So, that's not really the best economic update so far. So we've had a busy week. We've had a lot of volatility. Let's wrap it up this week. Let's look to make some money, but let's remember that it's the last day for 3 days that you're going to be able to trade. So today's goal is more important to preserve capital than it is to go out there and be a superhero and close out the week with the most money you've ever made. All right. If you've done good this week, and you should have, because there was a lot of opportunity, our trade pros did phenomenal in the trading room. This day is used more wind down or downshift rather than step on the pedal and exert yourself. All right. Basically, don't do anything you're going to regret. Trade smaller. All right. Take profits quicker and take less risk. All right. Take fewer trades. Be patient and choose the right trades. You're going to get a couple good ones today. Don't force anything. All right. Slow it down. It's a Friday. Let's wind it out and close down. After 11 a.m., a lot of professional traders are already gone for the day, especially leading up to the long weekend. And we really have 2 hours to focus, exert, and get paid. So we got for today's morning market update. You guys have yourself a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Memorial Day and happy holidays. I mean, it's not a happy Memorial Day, but our love, joy, and happiness goes out to all of you. And we wish you the best in this extended long weekend. Enjoy it with your family. Don't get in too little trouble. We'll see you on Monday. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye, guys. Trade pros in the room. Let's get started. Marky's in. Morning, Marky. And I'm going to cover S&P 500, give you guys some levels, then we're going to hand it over to Mark to do some Dow, and then Steven to do some oil. But let me give you some high probability trade ideas coming up here for the day to start off. Let me jump right into it.